Hi people, TS here. As you're all aware, the transfer window for us in the Premier League is shut. Therefore, meaning we can't sign any players. But teams across Europe, where the window's still open, they're still open to buy and loan players from the Premier League. Of course, I think the plan is from next season that the transfer window will shut in Europe at the same time. But of course, this season in the Premier League, we opted for the transfer window to close before the league started. Now with ourselves, I feel that we had a decent transfer window. One thing that was good to see was business getting done very, very early. Usually we've been hanging on to the last minute, seeing what gets done, and in some cases, nothing's been done really. I remember the season when we just bought Perez. We got Czech done early and nothing else got done afterwards. But I've really been in, with the signings we've got. I think that they've been good. A couple of players that's gone now, it's a bit of a shame to see them go, but I'll get into that. But yeah, that's my personal opinion. I think it's been a decent window in terms of the players we've brought in. Leno, he comes in with a lot of prospect, and he's definitely expected to be a top quality keeper in due time. And I believe he's been a very good addition. And of course, since he's come in, I've seen Perez really up his game. So he's ready to fight for his place, and that's what we want in the team. We want competition for sure. Moving on to another signing, Lichtsteiner. Of course, we got him in for free. Again, another top quality player. He brings lots of experience and good leadership skills to the team. Something that we've lacked over the years. And again, he's a guy that hasn't come to sit on the bench, he wants to play week in, week out. And the good thing about this signing means that it provides competition for Hector Bellerin, and whereas in the past he's been comfortable knowing he'd be playing week in, week out, that comfortability factor is no longer there. So he has to step up his game and be ready for it. And especially after the pre-season he had, not to knock him, but in the Chelsea game he got absolutely ripped to shreds by that young lad, that Hudson-Odoi, which I believe you'll see feature in the Premier League this season, because he looked absolutely fantastic for Chelsea during pre-season. Other than Lichtsteiner, another signing, Sokratis. The jury's still out on him a bit for me. I know he's meant to be like a bit of a no-nonsense defender. We'll see how he settles into this league, but from what I've seen of him so far, he looks quite good, but he looks like there's a slight lack of pace, which in certain games in the league against certain opposition, he could be liable to getting exposed. But who knows, maybe the fact that, we have Unai, Emery, have a whole new coaching team in, that they might coach the defensive line a lot better, so that, although he's not the quickest player, he's, never really exposed for his lack of pace. Another signing we made was Torreira. He really looks like the player that we've been missing for years. Proper ball-winning midfielder. He just does the dirty work, and we need someone to do that. But at the same time, he's a guy that for his previous team, he scored quite a few free kicks. So it's good to know, we have a defensive player, a defensive midfielder, defensive-minded player, to break up play and kind of set us off on a counter-attack, that sort of player. But if we was to get, a free kick further on the pitch, he is capable of, taking a free kick from 25, 30 yards out and potentially putting it in the top corner of the opposition's net. So I'm very pleased with this signing. And the signing I've been most impressed with is Matteo Guendouzi. I knew nothing about this kid before we signed him. Never heard of him before. And, from what I've seen of him in pre-season, he definitely looks like an absolute steal. He looks like a top quality player. And, I expect a good season from him. in terms of players going out, Jack Wilshere, it's a shame to see him leave the club. But at the same time, I don't think in a sense Arsenal did anything wrong. He's told he can't be guaranteed first team football, and to be honest with you, at this club, right now, we can't guarantee anyone first team football. So he had two choices: either fight for your place or go. But I think probably more the conversations that he had with Emery, would have been more like, you really got to fight for your place if you want to be here. Like, no one's guaranteed a starting spot. And I think Jack probably thought, maybe it's time to move on. And, of course, we wish him the best. Santi Cazorla, obviously he's gone, his contract as well expired. It was a shame, bearing in mind he was out for so long with an injury. Then towards the end of last season we saw him training on the pitch before a game, and most people thought he'd be back maybe for one more season, but maybe the way they've looked at it is, are we likely to get a full season out of Santi Cazorla? No. So it's probably best, to move him on, which they have done. Lucas Perez, a player that I feel has been quite harshly treated by Arsenal, in my personal opinion. He's very hard-working. In a sense, he was signed to be a top, a main striker, and he was never going to be that because he didn't have the qualities to be that. But he's a very hard worker. He's gone out to West Ham. I think it's a great signing for West Ham. West Ham's made some good signings in the transfer window, but I definitely feel Lucas Perez will get to shine more at West Ham and show more about his craft. Callum Chambers gone on loan to Fulham. In my opinion, that was a weird one, especially now as we sent him out on loan and we didn't buy another centre half. So in terms of centre backs, we've got Mustafi and Sokratis, who would be the main two, and after that is Holding and Mavropanos. Again, if an injury occurs to Mustafi or Sokratis, then you're down to those three centre halves. It's a bit strange in my opinion. It probably would have been better to have, Chambers there as well if we wasn't going to buy an experienced top quality centre half, or just a centre half of good quality whatsoever. It's a bit odd to send them out on loan, but it's been done. Chuba Akpom, he left the club. It was a shame to see him go, but I can kind of see the reasons behind it. He's about 23 now. He's been on some loan spells before to other clubs in England. He's never really, really shined. I think his last loan to the Belgium club last year, was quite a good loan move for him, and he did relatively well. And of course now he's moved to PAOK, and we wish him all the best there. Jeff Reine Adelaide, he moved to Angers on a permanent deal, which is just such a shame to see, my personal opinion. This guy's got lots of talent, and maybe he'll be able to show it at Angers, and who knows, he'll probably get himself a move to a bigger club within the next 18 to 24 months, in my opinion. Especially the fact that at Arsenal at the present we didn't have many wingers. I know Jeff, he more wants to play in a 10 role, but he's definitely someone we could have moulded into playing off one of the wings for sure. And it's a shame to see him go, because he does have a lot of talent and a lot of potential. But again, we wish him all the best. That's it in terms of players out. In terms of main players out, I know Matt Macey, the young keeper's gone on loan for the season. Because the window is not closed in other leagues, players like Joel Campbell and Ospina are likely to still be gone by the time the full window's closed. And who knows, Danny Welbeck, he's been told he can leave the club, but bearing in mind, I think the main two teams that were after him was Everton, Southampton, and of course they can no longer buy. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Danny Welbeck, whether he's here coming season. But overall, I'd give the window, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. I felt that we needed another centre half. I don't understand how we was in for Sionku and then never got him. And I felt that we needed a winger, someone like a Leon Bailey. Per se, I thought it would have been a good signing for us. I thought we needed another centre half and a winger because of the positions that we are lacking in. But of course, we haven't got it, so that's why I'd give the window what I'd give it. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on the transfer window. What areas you feel that we still needed to strengthen that we didn't, and just give me an overall review on it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I'll catch you later.